Okay, so my name is Essie McBride, and today I'll be giving my speech on the advantages and disadvantages of placing a loved one in a nursing home or assisted living. Just a little bit of background. I visited a nursing home when I was 16 years old, and then again 2 years later at the age of 18. I felt as if it was a warm, safe, comforting environment. So it just really made me question why people feared placing patients in a nursing home. You know, what are the hidden advantages and what are the hidden disadvantages? Children often face difficult decisions as their parents enter the golden years. Deciding how to best provide for a loved one who is incapable of living on their own is a difficult choice. Today, according to Catherine Halls, a director of program on aging and long-term care living from the policy of Texas A&M University, stated that 1.6 million people are living in a nursing home or assisted living. There are many advantages to placing a loved one in a home, and after my research, I believe that it is a good idea if you come to the crossroads of decision. My first advantage of placing an elderly mother or father in a nursing home is that Dr. Kelly discusses from Ohio Board of Nursing discusses the round-the-clock care that the patients will receive. You know, these professionals tend to any need or want that the patient might have or need. At home, the biggest problem son or daughters face is having to care for the patient. Most adults already have a busy schedule from full-time employment or catering to their children that it can be a heavy burden to their daily routines. Another advantage that I learned is the sense of community. You know, people of all ages feel comfortable with other people of their ages. So when a resident of a nursing home is with other people their age, they kind of accept it and feel comfortable. And they also have really busy schedules from activities in the home and within the community, little field trips that they go do. Patients are far from bored. The sense of community and belonging can be great for an elderly person's state of mind. It allows them to feel as if they are not completely lost. And finally, the last advantage is that they will not be at such high risk anymore. You know, if your loved one's at home alone, they might get injured, can't get up, they take unneeded medication, or just with the old aging, they kind of are in denial of things they can't accomplish anymore, so they might try to do daily chores or activities they used to be able to do but are no longer capable of doing. To help with the denial stage, I believe is the advantage number 2, the sense of community. You know, as they visit the home, they make friends and they see that they're not the only ones going through this, which really helps them transition into believing that it's going to be okay. One disadvantage of a nursing home is how much money they cost. Louis Mandel in economics explains that an average nursing home costs about $74,000 a year, while an assisted living costs about $35,000 a year, $3,500 a year, sorry. For most families, this is an overwhelming amount of money. Unless patients have set aside their own retirement money, individuals might not be able to handle the heavy burdens of monthly payments. Another disadvantage American Associates, a retired person, talks about is the sense of removal from the belongings. Just like any individual, when someone is packed up and moved away to a new location or a new home, they might not cope with it well and might get depressed or sad. Most nursing homes try to make their patient feel welcome and encourage them to decorate it as if it was their own home. Although when patients are bedridden or suffering from dementia, this is really hard and the depression can set in. So something that homes will encourage patients to do is have their families come visit as often as possible or whenever they can, but the sad truth is when you have a loved one in a nursing home for so long, it kind of gets knocked down the list as long as they're in there, so you might not visit as frequently the longer they're in there. And finally, the last advantage to a nursing home is the limited amount of nursing homes available. There are only 15,000 nursing homes in the U.S. and a total of about 1.4 million who need to be in a nursing home. Dr. Holmes explains that Ohio only has 945 homes, while about 20,000 patients in Ohio need a bed or a room in an assisted living facility. In conclusion, when choosing a nursing home for one's elderly family member, they need to look at the advantages and disadvantages. Naturally, it'll be hard for them to let go and not take care of their loved one anymore, but this is a decision that will be a lot less stressful on both the patient and the families. It'll help them live a lot longer and a lot healthier life. Thank you.